Welcome to the Holistic Kids Show. My name is Zane.
My name's Abdullah.
And my name's Imad.
We're the Holistic Kids here to educate us kids from the inside out. But unfortunately, it's not just the adults that are suffering. It's also us kids. Both our physical and mental health are suffering. This will be the first generation of kids to not outlive their parents, as our children are living shorter and sicker lives.
What, seriously? This is so crazy.
Yeah, and how is it possible that we are younger than our parents, but our parents live longer? Well, that's why we have someone here to answer that question today. Also, it's likely because chronic disease is on a rise. Seriously, chronic diseases have quadrupled almost among kids since the 1960s. Obesity rates have doubled in more than 70 countries since 1980 and tripled in children. 54% of all American children have a diagnosed chronic health condition, which is estimated 80% by 2025.
Wait, that is just 3 years from now. So scary.
Us kids are getting sicker and sicker. So therefore, us kids may look like we are only 9 or 14, but our insides feel like we're so much older than that. We put so much attention on looking good from the outside. We need to start to make sure we kids stay young on the inside as well. How do we do that?
Well, today we have the perfect guest with us to talk about just that. Dr. Fitzgerald received her doctorate of naturopathic medicine from the Portland, Oregon. She has been published in numerous peer-reviewed journals and is the host of the New Frontiers in Functional Medicine podcast. Dr. Fitzgerald is also on faculty at the Institute of Functional Medicine and is on the Institute for Functional Medicine certified practitioner. She regularly lectures internationally for several organizations and is in private practice in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. She also did an 8-week study that is the first of its kind to show biological age reversal in humans, which she talks about in her new book, Younger You, Imad. Can you show the new book? Which is an amazing book. Which is an amazing book that teaches you about how to live longer, better, and reduce your bio age, which we'll get to what that is in a second. And that showed that the participants reversed their bio age by over 3 years. That is amazing.
Amazing.
Did you guys get that book from the library?
I think so, yeah. It is
That is so cool. That's so cool. It's my first library book of my book that I've seen.
Yeah. It is amazing.
Amazing.
Wait, how is that amazing? I'm 9. I really don't want to be back to being 6 again. I couldn't imagine doing kindergarten over again.
Well, that's not really what she meant by that bio age. But she is here to help us understand all of that. We know you are incredibly busy, so we are also honored for you to be here with us today.
I'm so thrilled to be with you, and your mom just told me it was your first day of school, so congratulations to you guys. Did it go okay?
It went amazingly.
But let me stop and I'll let you ask the questions.
Okay. Well, you are a naturopathic physician, and now you write books on aging. We would love to know your story.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So when it came time for me to decide what kind of medical school to go to, I actually got sick right around the same time. And when I went to regular doctors, actually your mom's story is kind of similar. When I went to regular doctors, they didn't help me. I couldn't get better. And so I finally somebody told me to go to see a naturopathic physician. And I did that. Oh, here comes my kiddo. Here comes our other interview. Let me stay on task here. So I went to a naturopathic doctor, and the doctor was able to get me better with just a few changes to my diet and some supplements and some herbs, and I was healthy and on my way. And it came at that time where I needed to make a decision around schools, and I decided to pursue naturopathic medicine. After I finished my training, I did training in laboratory science at a lab, and that
Let me go find my cat.
all right, but you're going to need to come and say hi to everybody in a second. You can meet my daughter Isabella.
My cat? I don't know where she is.
Anyway, I was at a lab, and that got me interested in biological age and some of what's in the book and some of the research that I've recently conducted. So that's my story in a nutshell.
Well, you are amazing.
Amazing.
So why is it important for kids to worry about living longer? We are kids. We can live and eat as well we want, right?
So, you know what's interesting? There's biological age is how fast your body is aging physically. It's not chronological age, which is the number of birthdays, the number of times you've blown the candles out on your birthday cake, but it's what's happening to your body physically. And it's interesting because when we are young, like you guys, we're actually supposed to be aging faster. I mean, do you notice how much faster you learn stuff than your parents do, right? And you look at your parents and you say, "Oh my God, you guys, you don't know, blah, 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 blah." And we don't. You learn things so fast. You're supposed to. Kids are actually biologically aging pretty fast, and you need the nutrition and you need the healthy life to be able to do that. Let me introduce you. Wait, just come and say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. This is my peanut. This is Isabella James. She's also aging really fast. So for you being younger, you need to have all of the important nutrients to help your body do the incredible growth that you're doing. Your brains are growing so fast, your muscles, your bones. We can practically see you changing right before our very eyes, us as parents. However, when you get to be my age, when you get to be, my age, your parents' age, we actually start to slow down, and we want our bio age in our age range to move more slowly. So you're exactly right. You don't want to be 6 years old now that you're 9. You don't want that. You want to keep moving forward. But then when you get to be an adult, you want to slow down. What's interesting, though, is that you need the same important nutrients for all of these stages.
Mom, today the carnival opened. It's ice.
Now let's listen to them. They're going to ask us a question. This is my daughter, Isabella. She's 4.
Hello, Isabella. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Isabella.
You want to say hi? So did that make sense? Did that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's so amazing how you could be like 10, but as you're aging faster, your bio age would be like 14, 15.
It's actually, you know what? That's interesting. I understand why you would be thinking that, but in fact, not. When we see kids who don't have enough nutrition, don't get enough love and attention and affection, all the incredibly important things that we need to grow and thrive, these kids are developmentally slower. And so you'll actually see that they won't learn as quickly as you guys. They won't be able to run and play as fast and strong. And they might emotionally be, just be a little bit less developed. So that's how it shows up in kids. It's different. And then you are vulnerable, as you pointed out earlier, to getting some of the diseases like diabetes or being overweight. You are at risk for those things. But But it's not until you're older that you'll see things like heart disease show up and, other conditions that are, extremely common in adults.
Wow. And it's so amazing because, like you were saying, right? Kids do have immunity to some diseases that adults can get. Is that because of the the bio age?
Amos.
Or
Well, I mean, you're newer. You guys are newer. You haven't been around as long. You haven't had as much wear and tear on the body. So I think if just to be sort of kind of funny or simplistic, you're in better condition than we are, and so you're less vulnerable. But really, some of the depressing reality is that the chronic diseases that we normally see in people who are older are showing up in kids, and are showing up in much younger individuals. Yeah, and this is a negative. That's a negative biological age acceleration. Like, we don't want to see your body breaking down. We don't want to see you guys, getting too heavy, or having your blood sugar out of control, or your cholesterol too high. And these are things that we're starting to see in younger and younger populations. Mm-hmm.
So now on the topic of disease, can disease actually influence how fast you're aging? Like if you have like chronic disease.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So anybody who has a chronic disease is biologically older. Yes. So if you've got heart disease, if you have diabetes, if you have cancer, or if you have something like Alzheimer's, if we test the age of the body, the biological age, it will be older than healthy counterparts, than other people who are the same age but healthy. Yes. Yes. So chronic disease makes us age, or disease in general makes us age faster. Even infectious disease, like we know people who have COVID tend to be biologically older. And interestingly and unfortunately, COVID itself, if you have a difficult time with COVID, if you get very sick, it can also make you age faster, because it's pretty intense on the body.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that explains why if you eat lots of good foods, you eat lots of nutritious like healthy foods, you actually look and feel younger, because technically your bio age is less than your chronicle age.
Isn't that cool? I mean, isn't that amazing? So for you guys, now just remember, you guys are growing really fast. Your bio age is different. We want you to grow fast. We want you to get smarter and stronger and faster, and all of that. That's what's supposed to be happening. And when you eat healthy, that's what happens with you. For me, I need to be eating really, really healthy so that I stay young and I look young. Same thing with this little peanut. So she's eating like you guys, and she's growing muscle and brain cells and, all sorts. She's learning, she's learning more words. She needs a nap.
Mom, today the carnival opens.
We're going to go to the carnival. This is what we're doing, right? We're going to a carnival this weekend.
Can we go to the carnival right now?
No, Isabella, we're in a live interview right now, actually.
When you're done with that, can you come?
Yes, but you need to be quiet so that I can talk to the kids. Escucha. All right.
It's fine. We're kids ourselves. We've definitely done that before to my mom.
Yeah, you'd have done that before to your mom. Yeah. That's so funny, I'm sure.
So how do you figure out your chronological age? Like how, because obviously there's not like a clock in your body that tells you what age you are. Like, how does that work exactly? Unless there is a clock.
You know what? That's a kind of a cool way to look at it. So we are to measure biological age, to measure how fast your body is aging, we look at your genes. You know DNA? You guys know what DNA is, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Your
I thought you were
genetic.
talking about like the pants.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, so we're actually going to look at your DNA, your genetic material, and we look at what a pattern of what genes are on and what genes are off. And that can provide really a clock. I mean, it does correlate with your real age, with your actual chronological age, but it doesn't perfectly correlate. So somebody who's older like myself, we want our biological age to be slower. We want it to be ticking slower and not match our chronological age. But but you guys, you want your numbers to be closer to what your actual chronological age is. You want to be developing normally and well and robustly. So it is kind of like a clock in the body that we measure by looking at what genes are on and what genes are off. And our body turns genes on and off and can turn good genes on, genes that protect us and keep us really healthy. And it can keep the bad genes off, the genes that might promote us getting sick. And we can do this. Like, we have a lot of say over what genes are on and what genes are off. Again, going back to what you've been talking about, making sure our diets are healthy, making sure that we're exercising a lot, making sure that we're having fun. Did you know that? You can tell your mom. She knows this, of course. Play and community and hugs, friends, good food, running around, getting a lot of exercise. All of these things are essential.
Yeah, I mean, food and all of this stuff is really important for everything in your body, actually. Almost every single video you've ever done has a connection to food.
Yeah, it's huge. It's really one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves and to keep us healthy and growing strong. Exercise is right up there. Do you guys like to play?
Yeah.
Do you like to get outside and play?
Can we go to the
Or
playground?
do you play sports? Do you like playing sports? Huh?
At recess.
They like to play at school and outside.
Yeah. Good.
Go to
Good.
the
Good.
carnival today. Can we
We're
go?
gonna go to the carnival. We can't go to the carnival today, Bo.
Why?
Well,
It's
maybe
open.
tomorrow.
The kids are
Okay. Let me finish this interview.
Mom, first.
This is real life.
First, we're going on your meeting, and then can we go there?
All right.
We'll see.
So, what foods did you find most beneficial in your study? Because obviously, different foods provide different like positive you know what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Yeah. So what foods are really important? Definitely, I know you guys love them. Lots of green veggies. What's your favorite green veggie? What's the one that you're always willing to eat?
That's cucumber.
Cucumber. Awesome.
I like
Isabella
seaweed.
loves cucumbers. You like seaweed? Oh, Isabella
You
does.
love seaweed. Me and him.
Do you? You love seaweed?
love
Oh,
seaweed.
great. Yeah. Seaweed's really healthy. Cucumbers are really healthy. So veggies are important. What about colorful veggies? Is there a colorful veggie you like?
Carrots.
Carrots.
Carrot.
Yeah. Red peppers. Do you like, or tomatoes? Do you like tomatoes?
Yes. I love tomatoes.
Aren't
You love
tomatoes
tomatoes?
fruits?
Fortunately, there's so many vegetables to choose from that you can find some that we all like, right? Even if you're picky, you can find veggies that you love to eat. Fruit is really healthy for you too. Do you like berries?
Yes, we love.
You love berries? Fresh seasonal berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. What's your favorite berry?
Blackberry.
Blackberries. Where are you guys?
Strawberries.
What state? Where are you? What state are you in?
Oh, we're in Illinois,
Oh, you're
so
in
we have
Illinois.
a decent variety of blueberries.
Yes, when I lived in Oregon, when I went to school in Oregon, they had the best blackberries. That's why I was asking you. Just lots of wild blackberries. Yeah, so good. So those are really important. How about do you eat? You know what turmeric is? The spice
Yeah.
turmeric.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
curry. That's a super important. That's a super important nutrient. It's so good for just for your overall body. It's good for DNA, taking care of gene expression. What else do we like? Enough water, enough liquid, some protein. So we want to make sure we're having good protein. So if people eat animal protein, eggs are very, very smart. Do you guys eat eggs?
Yes.
Yes.
You do? Brain food. Then, and I guess we can call them smart. They're smart foods because they're really eggs are really are brain foods. Do you guys eat like chicken, or do you have burgers sometimes?
Mom, why does my cat
Those are
never want to
important.
play with me?
Chicken.
Another important
Chicken,
nutrient.
salmon,
You eat
and
salmon. Salmon is
fish. Yes.
fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. How about nuts and seeds? Those are really smart foods too for
Yes, those
biological
are
age.
also very good for your brain.
Yes, they are. And so tell me what you like for nuts and seeds.
What our favorite?
On your favorite nuts.
Oh, favorite
you
nut,
like
cashews,
almonds?
obviously.
Cashews, awesome. Cashews are delicious.
Cashews and pistachios are my favorite.
Pistachios are great. Yeah, I love them. So, and what about mushrooms? Do you guys eat mushrooms at all? Does mom and dad put them in your food?
We do eat mushrooms, yes.
He eats mushrooms.
Like
We also eat mushrooms.
So
We sneak them in the salad and stuff.
Awesome. Mushrooms are great for us. Mushrooms are so healthy for our bodies. So if you can handle having some of them, that's good. But fortunately, you can be a picky eater and know that there's a lot of options. In the back of the book, there's 30 pages, just exclusively foods that will help with bioage and with gene expression. There's lots and lots. In fact, my favorite dessert that Isabella loves is called the lemon tart, the lemon coconut tart. That's in the book. You need to talk to your parents into making it for you. I'm sure you'll love it.
Oh, we will definitely try the lemon tart.
Try the lemon tart. And it's with cashews. It has lots of cashews in it.
Oh, that is Daniel like that.
yeah.
With all the cashews. So one question. Does like stuff like puberty and all of that depend on your bio clock, or does it depend on your chronological clock? Because lots of kids are having them at 12, 15, different ages. Right?
Yes. What a great question. It depends on biological age. Yes. So we can change our maturation schedule, depending on the influence, the environmental influence. So again, going back to eating poorly or toxin exposures, exposures to too many chemicals that can affect our body's rate of maturation. Lots of, if we're around too much plastic, or if there's a lot of chemicals in the air, if we live in very polluted environments, if we're eating foods that have too many chemicals on them, or processed foods. So, there's a whole number of things that can change the rate that we mature in a way that's unhealthy. And yes, it absolutely does influence gene regulation. It changes our DNA expression towards something that's negative.
Yeah.
I should say, though, that we don't have to be, we're not powerless over these changes. We can do the things to help us optimize our gene expression. So again, going back to all the things that we're talking about doing here today can change gene expression. So we can go in, we don't have to be victims of a poor diet or a poor environment, a poor lifestyle. We can make a difference. Our choices absolutely make a difference. And the fact that you guys are thinking about this and interested in this now, you're just setting yourselves up for such a great, journey here in life. And you are undoubtedly influencing the kids that listen to this show. You're influencing other kids and making them think about it. And maybe they're bringing their parents to kind of check this out. And what a huge, we need you. It's just such huge possibility as we hit difficult times. As you pointed out in the beginning, you won't your generation won't live as long as my generation. And, you have the chance to change that, to be part of the solution.
What other lifestyle tips are important for our health and actually change DNA? I
Mm-hmm.
think you said
Yeah.
too
Well,
much.
let me go back again to say, well, actually, I haven't mentioned this one yet. So let me mention it first. Sleep. Are you guys getting enough sleep? Are you going to bed on time and not getting up too crazy early? Yeah, sleep is huge. And it tends to be harder for us as adults, kids, as long as you don't have to get up too early for school. You tend to be really good sleepers. Super, 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 super important for you, and for everyone. Again, exercise, got to move your body. Friends, play, community, love. Do you have pets? Do you guys have any pets?
No, we
No.
do not, sadly. Kind of.
But you have siblings, your younger siblings. So all of this is very important for good gene expression.
All right. So that was amazing, and thank you so much for all of that empowering and very life-changing, age-changing, actually, information. Um, so if kids wanted to do one thing, where can they start today to change their DNA?
Such a good question. I would say, kids, if you're ready to get in this, I would say, eat your veggies tonight. Don't reject them. And, maybe ask for more, ask for the veggies, ask your parents for the veggies that you love and that you'll eat, be willing to do that. If you love berries and you want to, and you want to have those more often, have some. And when your mom gives you a little bit of protein, like some chicken or some salmon, eat it. Right now, for my daughter, it's really difficult for me to get her to eat salmon, or any protein. But it's so, so, so important. Mm-hmm. So you could just start with diet. And if you're a picky eater, there's a lot of kids who are so picky. Just try it. Commit to trying a new food twice before you decide you hate it and you're never going to try it again.
That is
And
amazing.
get outside and play. Turn the TV off, put the phone down, put the iPad down, put the Kindle down, or whatever it is, whatever your games are, and get outside.
Yes, because exercise and actual natural grass and all of that is very important. So we love grounding as well, which helps.
That was so empowering. Everyone make sure to follow Dr. Kara on social media, and kids, make sure you get her book.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Let's recap Dr. Kara's key points, even some more from her book.
Biological age is what is happening to your body, your body physically. Remember, your genes don't dictate your fate. Food can really change your genes. And Dr. Kara found that just by adopting a handful of moderate practices into her everyday life, for only 8 weeks, you could turn back the clock and help yourself and everyone feel healthier and thereby feeling younger. In her book, she says that you don't even need magic potions. Our bodies can just turn good genes on and bad genes off. We can use our lifestyle to make sure the good ones are on. And even though Dr. Kara, magic potions would be pretty cool too, right?
Yes, indeed. Believe me, there are scientists working on those magic potions.
And remember, positive influences on our genes and include relaxation, cuddling, meditation, sleep, eating the right foods, just the right amount of exercise, having good gut bugs. Bad influences on our genes are like not getting enough exercise or too much exercise can also be bad, and toxins, certain medications, And too much stress and high blood sugar and even bad gut bugs can all affect your body and your time and your bio clock. And focus on the food you eat. Eat lots of colorful and vibrant foods to help your body and lower inflammation, which is very important. And examples include eggs, fruit, dark leafy plants, beets, blueberries, leafy greens. You have mushrooms and liver, green tea, turmeric, and even putting rosemary on everything is very beneficial.
Dr. Kara also recommends liver. We don't really like liver, but I know my mom puts liver capsules in our smoothies. She thinks we don't know, but we know. Make sure to eat good quality fats like nuts, seeds, olives, and avocados, and even oils like coconut oil, olive oil, and avocado oil.
Yay! I get
And
all my
remember,
money I want.
avoid fake foods. Avoid sugar, artificial sweeteners, non-organic foods, charred foods. Sleep is very important, so make sure to get to sleep on time. Exercise. You gotta move your body and relaxation, stress. And remember, less stress is like a gasoline on aging.
Can I have a popsicle?
Vitamin D, B12, omega-3 probiotics, even adding a greens powder to your smoothie can help support your genes.
Thank you again, Dr. Kara. This was so amazing.
It was really fun talking to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
It's our
Thanks for
pleasure.
having both of us on.
This book is awesome.
It is a
Yay!
really good book.
Yay! You can get it from your local library or Amazon.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Dan Sorry.
I'm Abdullah.
And I'm Matt. Follow my family and I on social media, Holistic Mom D, and look out for my mom's The Holistic Arts, your guide to healing chronic inflammation and disease. And the amazing children's book we wrote together called Adam's Healing Adventures, Power of Rainbow Food. So check it out on Amazon. Yay! And our new book, The Chronic Prescription, came out this week. So make sure to check that out too. We have a special gift for everyone listening. As we celebrate our 2-year anniversary, we want to give you all our special dessert cookbook. We know that most kids love sweets, so we put our favorite recipes just for you. Check it out on our description of this podcast. Kids learn to learn from other kids. Please download our podcast in iTunes and leave a review so other kids and families can benefit. We need to work together to create a healthier future for all of us and the planet. Join us next week for another episode of The Holistic Show. The kids are empowered kids.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.